Hello, everyone. I'm Andy Hodges coming to you live here in Sebastian, Florida for Sebastian Daily. A lot of stuff going on in the Caribbean as well as the Atlantic. Uh, what we're going to do now, by the way, if this is your first time joining us, watching us, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You go to YouTube. We also put a link in the video description below. Our YouTube channel has a lot more videos, has a lot more of the live streaming that we do than Facebook. So we just want to let you know about that. Let's talk about two disturbances right now. Tropical Storm Fred has downgraded to a tropical depression. So let's take a look at Fred here. Fred has been interesting so far. So here's Tropical Storm Fred. This is the current cone. The good news is, if you look at this tracking, it's moving more to the west. So now it's way far away from Sebastian. I think that our forecast has been pretty accurate all along since the birth of Fred. And it doesn't appear that it's even going to hit the middle of Florida. It's basically going to be out there in the Gulf of Mexico. Right now, it is a tropical depression. It is north of Cuba. We thought yesterday that it was going to make landfall in Cuba and slow down, but it's not. But it has slowed down a little bit. Uh, as of Friday at 8 p.m., it will pick up again as a tropical storm. And let's look at what time we are expected to have some of these, if anything, some winds. Um, Based on this graph from NOAA, it looks like Saturday starting in the morning to at night. If you look at the outer edges, the dark green means down here at this table, it looks like 5 to 10 miles per hour wind. So really nothing for us in Sebastian to be concerned about with this storm. It's going to probably continue on that western track, maybe perhaps move more to the west as it moves north along the Florida coastline. So that is really, really good news. Again, no threat to Sebastian. There's been a few people that have asked, hey, should I still make my weekend plans and go boating? Why not? Make those weekend plans. Watch out for marine warnings, though. We could have seas kicking Saturday, so make sure you follow any kind of marine alerts and stuff like that. But based on this, we're going to have some thunderstorms. Basically, is what we're going to see here in Sebastian. So let's take a look at the other situation going on. Let's see. The other one is, if I can go back to this NOAA. Okay, here's the new graph from NOAA. We got Fred here as a tropical depression, and then off to the east of it, we have this tropical wave, basically. It's called Disturbance 1. And if you look down here, it says that there's a 60% chance of formation during the next 5 days. And so far, this thing is following the same track as Fred. So within 5 days from now, it will be where Fred is right now. It'll be near Cuba. So let's keep an eye on that. We're going to continue to monitor that in the next few days and let everyone know what this thing will do. There were some forecasters who say that this thing will fizzle out, but it doesn't look like it at this point. And to be honest with you, I don't think that storm or even Fred, none of them are really going to be a hurricane. There's environmental conditions out there, and they limit the strength of the storm. And so that's what I personally think right now as far as that goes. So I wouldn't worry too much about it until it gets where it is now near Cuba. And then we can figure out together where this thing is going to end up at. So that's what's going on there. I don't see anything else that is going through the tropics. I tell you what, though, the Pacific has hurricanes going on all over the place. The Pacific's very, very busy. So we're fortunate here in the Atlantic for now, but keep in mind that the peak season is coming up late August through September. We're not at the peak yet, and we're going to see these storms rolling out every few days. We haven't seen nothing yet. Very active season, as the National Hurricane Center predicted. So let's keep that in mind and just be thankful that we haven't been hit yet. And it might be one of those years where, one will get really, really close and then it'll just move past us. And I hope that's the case. We do not need a storm. By the way, if you're getting value from this, make sure you hit our like button below. That lets us know if people like the type of videos that we're putting out, especially weather forecasts. And I see we've got some comments here. Hello, Michael. Michael's here. He's with the band Swamp Dog. I believe he is the drummer. And then there's another Michael. We had two Michaels in the chat. I think that's the first time. And hello, Maggie. You're welcome. Thank you for watching. And Dee, thank you for watching. I'm Andy Hodges coming to you live. We'll do another update. If anything changes, we'll do another update. I'm Andy Hodges coming to you live for Sebastian Daily.